Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all a testimony that I have, and I'm gonna be real honest with y'all because I told y'all I don't got no reason to lie over here. We honest over here. Anyway, and I tell y'all a lot of times that I'm not perfect. I go through stuff just like other people do, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't go through stuff, because I do, mentally, physically, everything. I go through stuff, period. But anyway, I know yesterday I had told y'all that I was going to do a video and explain to y'all what was going on with me. So yeah, we about to get into it. So make sure y'all stay and watch the whole video, because it's a testimony. It's like, this story is a testimony itself, but it's also going to be a word at the end as well. Like through me going through the story and talking about it, I'm going to be telling y'all certain things. So yeah, anyway, and it's not going to be a long video either. So let's just get right into it. Don't forget to hit that like button. My bad, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel and turn on my post notifications so y'all see every time I post. But anyway, so let's get into it. Okay, so I moved into my house. I moved into my house like about in April. So when I moved into my house, y'all, I literally didn't have a job. I had got fired from my old job, which is Myers. Shout out to the Myers workers. Not all of them, because some of my coworkers, even at my new job, they, you know what, we ain't even gonna talk about them. But anyway, because we ain't about to make this video about no negative coworkers. But anyway, we all know them coworkers that just be negative for no reason. I got a few of them at my job now. But anyway, as I was saying, so I had got fired from Myers. So then I started working at Dollar Tree. Then I ended up getting the job or whatever, but that wasn't until like after I moved into my place, because I told y'all me and Alexander used to stay in the shelter. So the shelter gave me, they literally was finna kick me out the shelter, because I was getting into it like with girls and stuff, because most of the girls in the shelter at the time, it was a few girls, like to this day I still pray for them, but I don't like them, don't care for them at all, but I still pray for them. But yeah, and it was like a few girls in there. It was a good amount too. I'm not gonna say no names, but it was a girl. It was a Virgo. It was a Scorpio, just like me. It was crazy because me and her started off cool. But you know, I told her when people hang around jealous people, they become jealous. And she did not believe me. And little did she know that stuff happened, and she turned into the jealous person. But anyway, it was, okay, so I'm just gonna name them by their zodiac signs. I ain't even gonna say their names, because, yeah, you know how people is. And either, like, whether I like it or not, I'm, like, they gonna see this video. So, whether they like it or not, they gonna see this video, and they gonna know that I'm talking about them. So, I'm not gonna say no names, but they gonna know exactly who it is. I was gonna say something else, but I got tongue-tied, so, yeah, just forget about that. Anyway, so, yeah. So it was a Virgo, it was a Taurus, it was a Scorpio, it was a Gemini, it was a Aries. It was a few of them in the shelter that didn't like me and that was very jealous of me. And the shelter name is AFG, y'all, Alternative for Girls. I used to be in that shelter. I went there August the 6th, and I literally got discharged April the 11th. And I had moved and stuff and got my own place. They helped me with everything. Like, that is a good shelter for anybody that lives in Detroit, Michigan, and y'all need like a place to stay. Females, if you got kids, that's a shelter for that. I'm sorry, y'all, I got a notification. Anyway, I had to swipe up because he don't be interrupting my video. Anyway, interrupting my video. But anyway, as I was saying, y'all, if it's anybody in Detroit, Michigan, or in any city at all, I'm sorry, y'all. I just be getting tongue-tied, but y'all already know when I mess up, I'm gonna keep going, because we're not finna give up over here. Anyway, as I was saying, for anybody who lives in Michigan, period, and you have a kid, you need somewhere to stay, call Cam. I can leave that bottom down in my description, and the Alternative for Girls names, all of that. I can leave it down in my description. Don't worry, I got you. This is only for females with kids, mothers with kids, mothers and kids. That's it. It's not for the baby daddy, not for the husband, not for none of that. We do have shelters out here that's for that, but the one that I went to, it was for me and my son. That was it. Because at the time, I wasn't focused on nobody else's son. But anyway, ain't nobody like, no, his daddy, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I'm a single parent. His daddy, he don't help with nothing. He literally just had a daughter and don't help me with my son at all. When I confronted him and said something about it and text his phone, y'all, he literally got mad at me because I didn't have sex with him. So yeah, anyway, he wanted to have sex with me and I told him no. So he got mad at me and was like, well, I hope you get help, or I hope you find your baby daddy and stuff like that. And I'm like, boy, don't play with me like that, because you know that you're the you're his daddy. So don't try to pretend, like, don't try to play that role with me. But anyway, yeah, like, he take care of his daughter's job, but he do not help take care of Alexander. So yeah, it just be me and God for real. And my mama, she was helping me and stuff. My cousin said she didn't want me to struggle by myself or whatever. But at the same time, my Alexander, that's his name, y'all. That's my son's name. Alexander only really be around my mama for real. And I don't, like, some stuff happened to me when I was younger, and I just don't trust certain people with my baby, because I know what happened to me when I was younger. And some things happened to me when I was younger that I won't ever allow to happen to my kid. And that's why it be posts going around telling people, like, be careful who y'all have around y'all kids, because even when it's family, they still will be looking at your kid private part, touching on them, using their pee, doing all of that different stuff. And I just don't trust it. So certain people, y'all, even though they be wanting me to call and ask them, oh, can you watch him? I just don't trust that. So no. No. So the only person I really do ask is my mama, and that's it. And my mama will watch him or whatever. So that's one person that I can say, oh, and then not to mention my auntie. She helps with me, like, she helps watch him too as well. She hasn't watched him in like a while. When I used to work at White Castle and I had to work the midnight shift, and me and mom had got into it. Y'all know about that. That's the only reason why I'm telling y'all, because y'all know about it. Because y'all remember I came on here and I was crying and stuff. I was in an irritated mood because my mama had made me mad that night. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so she be helping me with him too. And then on top of that, she only has one kid, which is a son. So, and then, like, most of the times, like, when we talking and stuff, I be finding out stuff, and then she be finding out stuff, and we be noticing. I don't know if she noticed, but I know that I noticed that the stuff that she done went through, like, it's something. It's like I'm talking too fast, y'all. I gotta slow down, because I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. That's why I'm talking fast. But sometimes when I'm talking to her and she's telling me stuff and I'm telling her stuff and we opening up to each other, sometimes I peep that we have went through some stuff, like some similar things to each other. And I just be like, that's crazy, because I got one kid, she got one kid. Well, he not a kid, he a man now, but still. Like, I don't know. And then, like, she a single parent, I'm a single parent. Like, we just got so many similarities, and stuff in her past that happened to her and stuff that in my past happened to me. We just got a lot of similarities. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I was just talking too fast and my brain got caught up or whatever. So anyway, like I was saying, y'all, yeah. Though I trust my auntie with Alexander, and I trust my mama with Alexander. And his daycare, I trust them with them as well, even though I don't know about, I just don't know about them, because I don't even want to talk about that. But I don't know. I do trust them with Alexander, though. I don't be seeing no marks on him or nothing like that. It was one incident that happened, and I almost took him to the hospital because I thought that somebody, like, did something to him while he was in that daycare. And I was talking to somebody about it, and they was like, girl, next time that happen, you make sure you take him to the hospital, because anything could have happened. Anything could have happened and you wouldn't have known because you didn't take him to the hospital. So yeah, but till then, I trust them at the daycare. And then, well, I'm not gonna say I trust them. To be honest, I don't trust any of them at that daycare, but I trust God, and I know that if I ask God to keep my son protected and keep him covered in the blood of Jesus, I know that that's what he's going to do. He's not going to allow anybody to hurt my kid or abuse them in any way or none of that. So, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, because like that's why my cousins don't want their kids to go to daycares, because that's part of the reason they don't be trusting these daycare providers. Like, excuse me, like some of these people in these daycare, they staff be snatching up on kids, grabbing other people's kids. That's not what you do. Like some people, no. Like I see why some of my cousins don't be wanting their kids to go to no daycare, because some people in daycares and they staff is not to be trusted. Like no, when he get older, I'm putting a whole air tag on him. I'm not playing. Like no, nope. Anyways, y'all, I'm sorry I done got all the way off topic. That's really how it be for real. That's why I had to make this video. But anyway, so as I was saying, y'all, so I had a worker. I'm not gonna say her name, but I don't even know where her sign was. But I had a worker, whatever. And she was a good worker, but she had like a smart mouth and a little bit of an attitude sometimes. But I remember she had told me, she was like, well, you got to be at the shelter by August the 30th. So y'all, I started panicking, because I'm like, bro, they still was working on the house at the time. It was this house. So when I tell y'all, I literally started looking around for houses really quick, leaving the shelter every single day with this girl I used to be cool with, no longer cool with her no more. Don't even discuss her no more. So we just gonna jump over her. But anyway, I used to leave every single day. We used to leave every single day and go look at houses. And I always used to, I was so in a rush. And I was literally going to houses every single week, every single day, just looking for houses so that I can get out the shelter. And it that didn't work out, because God had something more for me. He knew what I wanted. I always told my auntie that I wanted a spacious place. And I remember she asked me, we was sitting in her room. It was me, her son, and it was her. And I think it was Alexander too, but he might have been in like the front room or something like that. But yeah, and we were sitting there talking. I remember telling her, like, auntie, I want a spacious place. She was like, well, why you want a spacious place and it's only you and Alexander? I was like, I don't know. I just want a spacious place. I don't want no small house. I don't want none of that. I want a spacious place to where I can be able to move and stuff. Like, I don't want to be squishing through nothing. Like, y'all, if you never seen like my body and stuff like that, like not like naked or nothing, I'm talking about like my, you know, my physical appearance. I'm thick. Like I'm not skinny at all. Ain't nothing skinny on me. Even my fingers is not skinny. Nothing ain't, I'm not skinny. I am thick. I'm a plus size woman. Beautiful at that, period. You see, check me out. Sight. I'm so funny. Anyway. I'm talking about checking me out. But anyway. My Instagram is in the description, but in my YouTube description. But it's Detroit Dahlia, and just go look on there. And I post so much. I don't really post pictures of my body and stuff like that, but I don't post inappropriate pictures either. So you won't catch me twerking on there. You won't catch me doing none of that. Like even on my birthday, I was thinking about that, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get too turned up. But anyway, yeah, y'all. But as I was saying, and I was just rushing, and I remember telling my auntie, I'm like, I want a spacious place. I want a place where I can move around, you know, dance and stuff like that. So, one week, it was one particular day, like I believe that was a Tuesday, we had went over to someone's house, and it was a small house. And I remember I had took the girl and her baby with me, and Alexander as well. And I remember we was looking at the place, and I was like, well, I could deal with this because it's by the Henry Ford Hospital. Girl, so the landlord ended up getting us a ride up there because he thought that I was going to like the place. But he was just so arrogant and cocky in his decision. Like, he was just so sure that I was going to like this place. And not even knowing what I was looking for. He just knew that I was looking for a place. I had to be out the shelter by April the 30th, and that was it. So... wait, was it? Hold on, May. Was it April the 30th? It probably was. I don't know, because no, actually it wasn't. Wait. January, February, March. It was March the 30th. My bad, y'all, because I had actually got an extension. But anyway, so... after that happened, y'all, I remember we looked at the house and I was about to settle, y'all. That's another thing, y'all. Never settle. When I tell y'all, it don't matter. I don't care what situation y'all in. Don't ever settle. Like, don't settle. And I'm so serious. Do not settle at all. Like, I'm so serious. Like, God be having so much in store for us. And sometimes we just want everything to be rushed. And we want everything when we want it. And then when we don't get it, we get to being impatient. And I'm saying we because I get the same way. Like, I understand. But anyway, do not settle. So I remember the girl took me to the back and she started talking to me. And she was just basically like, girl, don't get this. Like, look at this. What can you do? You don't got no cooking room. You don't go none of that. Like, it's stinking here. All of that. So the landlord ended up getting mad. He said that he was going to get us a ride back. But he ended up not getting us a ride back. So luckily I had some money because at the time I had my taxes. And I had some money and stuff like that. And I ended up getting us a ride to Walmart. We went to Walmart, y'all, and we did some shopping. So yeah. And then after that, I had met this landlord because I was on affordable housing. If y'all looking for a house, go look on affordable housing because my landlord, that's where I found her at. And she's a bomb ass landlord. But anyway, her and her brother, they just some bomb landlords together. I don't care what nobody say, hands down, they just some good ass landlords. So yeah, anyway, so I ended up finding her. So when I called her and stuff like that, we communicated. She was like, well, come over here. You could see the house like that, this and that. Now, mind you, my house wasn't all the way finished. Like, it was some stuff that needed to be fixed and stuff, and they were still fixing up on the house. When I seen the house, y'all, I was kind of nervous and stuff like that, but I didn't get no iffy feeling. First, I had went in the house next door, but I only qualified for 2 bedrooms. So next door got a few freaking bedrooms. So yeah, but I had went in there and I had looked in there and stuff like that. Then we had came over here. So when we came over here, we started like looking around and stuff like that. And I already was liking it, y'all. Why? Because it was spacious. My house, like, I don't know if y'all would ever get a chance to come in my house. I really doubt that, but yeah, you just never know, because I might, some of y'all might just we might just meet in person one day and I'll invite y'all over for dinner, cook y'all a meal. But yeah, my house is very spacious. I love this house. Like, I really do love this house. It's actually a 2-family flat, but it's a house, y'all. It look exactly like a house to me. But anyway, as I was saying, y'all, so my house is very spacious. I have like a den room, and then I have like the living room, then I have the dining room, then I have a bathroom, kitchen, 2 rooms, and like it's spacious. And then the basement is spacious as well. Like, it's just very spacious, and that's all I was looking for, was a spacious, pretty place. So y'all, so I seen it, y'all. And then the girl I was with, her and her baby and Alexander, she was like, well, I actually like this place. I was like, I like it too. And then we brought the papers and stuff like that the last time we came, or the next time we came, and then I ended up picking this place. So I ended up picking this place. So I had told my workers at the AFG, I had told them, I'm like, well, can y'all give me an extension, because they still working on the house. So mind you, y'all, I didn't want to rush them, because if you rush somebody, stuff will mess up. Like, depending on how good that person is, stuff will literally mess up if you're rushing. So I had told them, I'm like, well, can I get an extension so that, I can be able to, so I could be able to move in with a nice stay in the shelter until they done and stuff like that. So yeah, the lady at the shelter ended up telling me that I could get an extension. So that was the only reason why I was able to stay longer. But anyway, so after that, y'all, I ended up moving in. I remember, it's crazy because it was this girl, y'all, a Scorpio, one that's jealous of me. Probably still is to this day jealous of me, but forget her. Anyway, God bless her, okay, period. Anyway, it was funny because I remember one day in the kitchen, I was washing the dishes, and she had came in there and she was cooking or something. And I remember she was like, Aaliyah, I don't care what we done went through, I'm still proud of you. Girl, tell me why this girl turned around and started talking about me with her friends, talking about why she not gone yet. She got her plate, that. Girl, she just got the hating out of nowhere. Her and her friends used to always hate on me. But anyway, like, I'm not even trying to seem cocky, but I'm just saying, like, no, they used to always hate on me. But anyway, as I was saying, so after that, I had left or whatever, and like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, I didn't have a job. I was literally, I had my tax money and stuff, and I was just, you know, surviving off that. So my landlord told me the rent portion or whatever that I had to pay. And at the time I didn't have a job. So I was just like, oh, you know, like, shit, like, you know, how am I going to do this? So months went by. Months went by. So April went by, May went by, June went by. I paid for June's rent. I was able to pay for June's rent. I remember my landlord, she was so patient with me. She was just like, well, we gonna get, you know, just let me know. We can work on it. You can give me a certain amount and stuff like that, like every 2 weeks or whatever, how much you get paid. And she was literally willing to work with me, and I was so like appreciative. Like, I still appreciative. So I kept praying and stuff like that, y'all. I remember I just kept praying, and I was asking God, I'm like, please help me, like, please help me to pay for this rent. I really don't want to lose this place. I love this house, and it's just right for me and Alexander. Like, when I tell y'all I changed my address, like, this house, I literally claimed this house in Jesus' name, and it became my house. And anyway, yeah. But anyway, y'all, so June I paid for. I was able to pay for June. July I didn't pay for. August I didn't pay for. September I didn't pay for. And then, yeah. So, y'all, so tell me why I kept praying. All through that time I was praying, and I was asking God, like, can you help me and stuff like that. And then April, I paid half of April, and then I paid for the whole month of June. So, yeah. So, y'all, I kept praying and stuff like that. And sometimes I would even like when I wanted to go out shopping and stuff, y'all, and spend my money that I would get like paychecks or whatever, like from working, I would get like, even when I tried to get like decorations, because my neighbors, the ones that's in the next house for me, y'all, I know y'all don't know them, but still, they, like, when I tell y'all, she started decorating, like, it's like Caucasian people next to me, and they real cool. Like, I don't talk to them at all, but they seem like they some good people, and they be decorating and stuff, and I really did. That inspired the mess out of me. And I was like, and every time I would go to Dollar Tree, I would always want to get something to put in front of the house, but I was like, no, because I don't want to get no extra stuff, and I know that I'm in this debt. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it when I can. So I kept praying and I kept praying, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying that I call God bro, but I'm saying, like, I was just like, okay, we got this, and I literally found myself crying a few times over this rent. Like, I was just like, oh, like, I was just crying and stuff, y'all, and I was afraid that I was gonna lose this house. And I literally had to give myself a pep talk, and I had to tell myself, girl, you was not gonna lose this house in Jesus' name. You gonna be okay. That rent, everything that you owe is gonna get paid. I end up having to pay y'all $1,665. So recently, very recently, like a day or two ago, I came into some money. A blessing that God had blessed me with. And for a minute, God has been telling me through different people that I was going to get blessed, and that he was going to help me, and that everything was going to be okay. And the devil and myself, when I say myself, I mean those thoughts in my head, kept making me think that I was gonna lose my place, and I was scared to do certain stuff. And I told y'all I had to keep on giving myself pep talks. And I kept telling myself, Aaliyah, it's gonna be okay. I remember one time recently, I was walking out the kitchen, and I literally bust out and started crying. Because, like, when I tell y'all I love this house, like, I'm renewing my lease and everything. Like, renewing my lease and everything. I'm not moving out this house. I can tell you that. I don't care what the neighbors do. But okay, because we were in about just me and Alexander, period. But I'm not renewing my lease. Like, I mean, oh shit. I meant to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But I'm renewing my lease. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say that. I just talking too fast. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm renewing the mess out of my lease, and I'm staying. For however long I want to stay, I'm staying. And yeah. But yeah, y'all. So God had blessed me and stuff like that. I'm not gonna tell y'all how. I'm not gonna get into detail. I'm not gonna do none of that because I know that there's certain people watching. You know, some jealous people, some envious people, some happy people. It don't matter. It's just people, and it's just certain people that I don't know knowing my business. I don't want them knowing my business. But anyway, so God blessed me with a certain amount of money or whatever. So I used all of that money to pay for what I owed. And I literally paid for all of it. And I remember when I first seen it come to my phone, y'all, I bust out and started crying. Like, when I tell you I bust out and started crying, y'all, this was literally a day or two ago. And I bust out and started crying. And I was so thankful because God literally had told me, he kept telling me everything's going to be okay. I'm going to handle this. You're not going to lose your house. Like, nothing. You're going to be staying in that house for a good amount of years. You're going to be okay. And I literally just kept letting my thoughts make me emotional, kept thinking about it, kept overthinking. I was doing a lot. And I felt good, y'all, going to the bank, taking that money out and sending it to my landlord. Like, I told my landlord, I'm like, this is everything I owe. I was very honest with everything, y'all, when I was adding everything up. Like, no, like, no. I was like, nope, I'm about to add everything up. Everything that I done paid already. Everything that I paid already, and then what I didn't pay, I added everything up so honestly, y'all, and I literally paid that lady back every single dime. I paid for October too because that's my birthday month. I was like, girl, you better get it together, period. But that's my birthday month, so I was like, I might as well just pay for it so I ain't got to do it next month. But yeah, and I paid back everything that I owe, and that's why I be telling y'all so much. Like, God is literally a provider. He will provide for his kids. Sometimes we wonder and we be like worried about certain stuff. Like, oh, well, how this gonna happen? How I'm gonna get this? How I'm gonna get that? And God be sitting back like, girl, if you don't come talk to me, just talk to me. Like, girl, I got you. Like, I can't press that enough because it's so true. And I'm a walking testimony, y'all. I literally just told y'all the whole testimony. Like, when I tell y'all I was crying. I was so worried I was going to lose this place. I was like, no, I don't want to lose this place. I really don't, because I'm going to show y'all my place one day. I'm going to do like a house tour or whatever, and I'm going to show y'all my place. But it's going to be like for like months ahead of time. It's not gonna be no time soon, so please don't expect it no time soon. It's gonna be some months, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it, then I'm gonna sneak up on y'all, and then y'all gonna see how my house look, because it's still stuff that I want or whatever. Not saying that I'm not grateful for the things that I have, because I really am, but yeah. So yeah, y'all, I can't push that enough. I can't press it enough. God is very faithful, and when he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. Okay, period. Because excuse me, he not gonna play. He not gonna play with you and then BS with you. He not gonna do that. If he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. And by the way, y'all, just in case somebody looking at that cup in the background, that's a cup. Alexander is asleep right here next to me. This boy slipped and bust his head. Like, he didn't. Oh, Jesus. I don't want y'all to think he bust his head. He had grabbed my pillow, right? And he had 2 bottles of face cream, my face cream, in his hand. He ended up stepping on the pillowcase, and then he slipped on it and fell. And then he went to sleep, y'all. He started crying and went to sleep. And I got so irritated because I'm like, all you had to do was sit down. Like, anyway. Y'all already know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. If you know, you know. These kids is something else. But anyway, especially them boys. But anyway, as I was saying, don't mind my lips being dry, y'all. I wasn't finna put on lip gloss. But anyway, as I was saying, y'all, I can't stress that enough. God will literally, he has our back more than other people do, more than our friends do, more than our family do. Like, he's so honest. If he say he gonna do something, then best believe he's going to do it. Don't doubt him. Like, I know I'm telling y'all not to, because I do it too, so I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. But when you find yourself doubting him, when you find yourself having a hard time trusting him and trusting his word and trusting what he's telling you, pray to him and tell him how you feel, and ask him to strengthen that faith, strengthen that trust. And just have faith in him. Please have faith in him, because what I'm telling you, he gonna have your back. he gonna have your back, okay, period. But this is the end of this video, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on y'all post notifications so y'all see every time I post. And thank y'all.